Robert Redford has never been one to rush into sharing personal stories, but at 89 years old, the legendary actor has finally opened up about his lifelong bond with another Hollywood icon, Paul Newman. Their friendship, which began more than half a century ago, wasn't just about stardom, films, or the spotlight. It was about trust, respect, and a rare kind of brotherhood that very few people in Hollywood ever get to experience. The world first saw their chemistry in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. At the time, Newman was already a major star, while Redford was still carving his place in Hollywood. Many critics expected Newman's fame to overshadow him, but instead, the two men created an effortless on-screen partnership that felt genuine, electric, and timeless. Off-screen, their camaraderie was just as real. Redford recalls how Newman welcomed him without ego, without competition, just as a friend who believed in him. Their bond only deepened with The Sting 1973, which cemented their reputations as one of the greatest duos in film history. But beyond the success, it was the laughter and pranks that defined their relationship. Redford once admitted that Newman had a mischievous streak, always ready with a practical joke. Paul had this sparkle in his eye, he recently shared. You never knew what he was planning, but you knew it would make you laugh. He made the work joyful. What makes Redford's reflections at 89 so moving is that they aren't just about movies, they're about loss, memory, and the passage of time. Newman passed away in 2008, leaving a void not only in Hollywood, but in Redford's personal life. You don't replace a friend like Paul, Redford explained. We shared something that went far beyond the screen. He was family. Their friendship also extended into shared passions beyond film. Newman's philanthropic work, especially through Newman's Own, inspired Redford to pursue his own ventures in environmental activism and the Sundance Institute, which became a launchpad for independent filmmakers. Both men believed in using their fame to build something bigger than themselves. Redford's recent words feel like a tribute, but also a reminder. In a world that often focuses on fame, money, and rivalry, his bond with Newman stands as proof that friendship and integrity can thrive in Hollywood. Paul was real, Redford said simply. In this business, that's rare. And I was lucky enough to call him my friend. Now, as Redford reflects on nearly 9 decades of life, his voice carries a mixture of gratitude and nostalgia. He doesn't just remember Newman as a co-star, but as a brother-in-arms who walked with him through the highs and lows of a life lived in front of the world's eyes. Their legacy, both individually and together, continues to inspire new generations of actors and fans alike. For Robert Redford, speaking up about Paul Newman wasn't just about remembering the past. It was about honoring a bond that shaped his life in ways words can barely capture. And in that honesty, audiences are reminded of something powerful. Great friendships, like great films, never fade.